We back with another one, man. And these rappers been threatening Kai Cenat so they can get into the Streamer University, man. This is crazy. Let's get right into it.
What's poppin', y'all? Kai Cenat's back, and he's back with Streamer University version 2.0, the second year. I'm so happy to see the guy back. And he came back with a monster of a trailer.
Streamer University. It's good to be back. Hello? Where's everybody at? It's application day. Hold on. What the hell? Hello?
Hello?
What's going on? Anybody home? It's application day. What we doing? Oh my gosh. What happened to this place? Are these supposed to be the new uniforms? Damn. Who's there? Is that you, Kai? Shh. Chris, what are you doing in there? They're everywhere. Huh? They're everywhere. Who? Why is nobody here? They're taking over. Who? Stop saying that. You're gonna upset them. Who? Oh, Kai. Chris, are the delivery owls here?
Man, what Drake and OVO doing in the... Drake and OVO done pulled up to the Streamer University early.
Oh my God. Watch out, Chris! I'm sorry, Chris! Like it! We gotta get these applications out today! Wait, I have a solution. What is it? I've been working on this secret project. Where is it? Here? Yes. I don't know if it's gonna work. What the fuck is that crash? I'm ready to. Are you serious? That's the one-man army. I couldn't do it myself. I told you I'm not finished. God, be careful. Don't worry, I got it. It's dangerous. Don't worry. Josh, that's coming. Somebody get me up! Oh my God! Stop! Oh my gosh! I can't believe it! It worked! We did it! Yeah. Bring it in! This is your last semester.
So one thing that we've seen is now rappers are begging to get in there. You've got athletes trying to get in, like Tony Jefferson, who I didn't know he was 34. The fact that he's in the NFL at that age is quite impressive. Like, don't a lot of NFL athletes not really make it past 30? With all that being said, though, the rappers that have been trying to get in this, we already had DDG there last year, who DDG is a hybrid between a rapper and a content creator, and he was primarily a content creator first, and he's somebody that Kai Cenat, keep in mind, when he brought him into Streamer University, and this is why I have to show love to Kai Cenat. This guy is a pioneer. He's a living legend, and he's killing it. We're going to have to see about that Vivette, though. Like, he's going to have to put in his time on that one. But with the streaming thing, he put on DDG, not put him on, he put him in Streamer University last year, the first rapper to be in Streamer University. And that was during the time when he was going through those allegations by Halle Bailey, his baby mama, saying that he harmed him, and they were using tactics like, news outlets, TMZ and stuff like that to report this. And those were dire straits, and there were major sponsors for this. And Kai Cenat said, no, that's my man's. I love DDG. Whatever he's got going on outside of that, he'll get that handled. He's coming to Streamer U. And that was a big deal. So hopefully we get to see DDG there again. But the first rapper to ask to be on Streamer University was none other than Finesse 2 Times.
Man, I say Kai Cenat. I say.
Hey, man, say, man. Hey, man, Kai Cenat, man. Hey, man.
Hey, Kai Cenat. Man, I ain't got too much to say, man. I'm at the airport. My guy. Hey, look, buddy. Man, let me.
Buddy.
Streamer University, buddy. Yeah, man, I'm trying to turn up for the summer. Let me in the mother screaming, huh? Yeah, let me in the Streamer University, Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat, baby.
Oh.
So finesse 2 times.
Now look, I ain't gonna lie. It would be funny to see Finesse 2 times on the Streamer University, but I think it would go left. You know, they do it. It'd be a lot of trolling. It'd be a lot of, calling people out their names sometime and all that. And I can't see Finesse trying to be like, oh, we in the streaming world, so you get to say that. No, soon as Finesse 2 times feel like he being disrespected or something, it's gonna go up.
It actually makes sense for this guy to be on Streamer University or to become a streamer. I think he would be a good addition. He would have to be a student, like a super senior student. So for those of you that aren't familiar with Finesse 2 times, he actually blew up off of music. So he was one of these street artists. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's from the South, but he's one of these street artists that was signed to somebody who was signed to somebody.
He from Memphis. Hey, man, hey, we ain't gonna do that. Finesse 2 times from Memphis.
Else. If I'm not mistaken, he was signed to Moneybagg Yo, and he had a song with DaBaby. He's one of those guys that would just be in the clubs in the South, as the best way to say it. And unfortunately, he's a Memphis rapper from the South, and he would work with Black Youngsta. What is Black Youngsta up to? That guy would have been a successful streamer, but he disappeared. So Finesse 2
What is Black Youngsta? We need to find Black Youngsta, man.
times. He's also been known to be a PIMP, I'm guessing, because he's got like several different baby mamas. He's in a polygynous relationship, which is one male, multiple women, and they have his kids, and he's had them sell box before, and he's a dramatic guy. Like, we've seen him cry on stream. I think he does actually live stream on Twitch. So this guy, he's not afraid to embarrass himself. He showed his whole Atlantic Records contract on camera. This guy's oversharing, farming parasocial, loves the attention, and can stay on stream for a very long time. And he's got that street background. You need this guy. I think this rapper, as a rapper, he would make it there. But he isn't committed too much to the music, partially because I guess of the business end. Like, he's gotten screwed business-wise. He has dropped albums, though. Like, he dropped 2 albums last year. He dropped Time Will Tell, which was a project that didn't stream too bad, and he dropped Stuck in My Ways. So he dropped 2 projects, but it's got to not be as motivating knowing that your numbers aren't doing crazy, your label's not going to bat for you, and you're getting paid nothing off of whatever the money that's being generated from your streams is doing. So he's in a tough situation. Like, he's not even at a million monthly listeners, and he's signed to a major deal who's also signed to somebody else who signs to somebody else. Like, he's like 3 different labels, things like Bread Gang, Mob Ties, Atlantic Records. I mean, the guy showed his whole contract, so I think he would make sense. Now, somebody that would not make sense, that's also begging to get in there, is none other than Soulja Boy.
If I don't make it to Streamer University this year, I'm on your ass for the whole year, Kai Cenat, because I'm going to feel like you clicking up with my ops, and I'm going to feel like you don't like me.
Soulja Boy, who you supposed to be, bro? Who you think you talking to? And Soulja Boy big enough, he should start his own stream thing, like a rapper stream or something. Why would he need Kai Cenat? Why would Soulja Boy need to go on Streamer University? See, it was a time where Soulja Boy was doing all the stuff, and he was the one setting all the trends. But then he turned around and started falling into that, like, heavy on the line, like troll inside type of category, and I feel like he just never recovered from that. If Soulja Boy get back in his bag, and if he's starting something new, or if he's starting the trend, that's what he need to do, because that's what he good at. He don't need to be running up behind nobody.
And if you don't like me, I don't like your either. So what you want to do? That's your only opportunity, Kai. This your only opportunity. Oh God, once I get on your ass, can't nobody stop me. You gonna put me in Streamer University, Kai Cenat, I'm on your ass. Everybody record this, clip it, send it to that. But this your only warning, Kai. You click up with DDG again, it's both y'all. Kai Cenat, boy, you got one more chance. You hang with my ops, you gonna become one. So bring DDG on that again, you want to, and see what happens. And I'll put this on my little brother grave. We gonna beef with you forever, and it ain't gonna never stop. Play with me again and see what the fuck happens. Any hang with my enemy, you was my enemy. DDG is my enemy, bro. Doo-doo garbage, that's my enemy, bro. This Kai Cenat gonna bring this Streamer University to sleep. I let it slide the first time. On DM me, man, what's up, bro? You know what's up.
So Soulja Boy,
ain't got no real beef with DDG.
he's barely even a rapper. Like, Soulja Boy is somebody who it's impressive how he peaked as a teenager when it came to making music. Like, his music has sucked since then. Think about it. The last hit we had from Soulja Boy was She Make It Clap and Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty, which was basically a meme. I gotta give him credit though. Like, She Make It Clap. If you are a Soulja Boy listener, which I am, I've listened to many more Soulja Boy songs than I would like to admit. She Make It Clap, there's like 200 Soulja Boy songs that are similar to that. Like, Soulja Boy just comes in, he diarrheas on the mic for 50 songs, and then he makes 2 tapes out of it. And he's done that for many years. And then somehow a hit just comes out of it. But when we're talking about like even artists like Lil Pump, who dropped music, you could say he peaked as a teenager. Well, if you go popularity wise, for sure. But if you go to Lil Pump's music and you go,
I ain't never listening to Lil Pump.
Go to the album Lil Pump 2, which was in 2023. He worked with a good producer on this one. And there are songs on here where you're like, okay, this is development. Like, musically, this developed. This isn't that bad. Like, all of a sudden, that one's a pretty decent song, and that's not even a feature song. So he got better as a musical artist. Soulja Boy has not gotten better. Soulja Boy's arguably gotten worse. But I mean, he had like producers and all that stuff back then. And also, Soulja Boy, what is he going to teach these people about streaming? This guy can't even stream himself. Soulja Boy has been streaming longer than the majority of Streamer University viewers have been alive. Isn't that crazy? Like, Soulja Boy was streaming when Kai Cenat was probably getting his first iPad, or like 5-6 years old, before Kai Cenat ever made a video. But for him to like try to press up on the situation, it's like, dude, Soulja Boy, he has all of the means to be an entertaining streamer, and he's an entertaining guy, but he just sucks. I don't know how. The guy streamed consistently. He never averages more than like 100 to 200 viewers. There was an era of Among Us, like in the early 2020s, where he kind of had some motion when he was collaborating with people because he's a celebrity. But how do you even fit him in? And he's liable to crash out because Soulja Boy also has this issue. If he's going to collaborate with other people, he has this super gangsta thing going on where, oh, I'm not going to get punked. I'm not going to get played. I'm going to play the tough guy as well. And that doesn't jive well with collaborating with other people when it comes to streaming. And it would create a hostile environment, to say the least. And for him to try to press Kai Cenat about it and DDG, like, yo, y'all better let me in. It's like, dog, what are you have zero leverage. You don't got motion. Like, people like you because we all have good memories associated with Soulja Boy music and just entertaining bouts that Soulja Boy has had with other people online. But he's not that guy to be like, yeah, y'all better let me. What are you talking about? I don't even think he was in the consideration. If he submitted a video like everybody else and actually tried, it would make sense. And that's the thing. Finesse 2 times, he didn't even really try. Like, he's like, yo, can y'all get me into that? Hey, dog, put in some effort. And they probably would have let him in. I think Finesse 2 times. Soulja Boy would be like, what, a super senior? He's not teaching a class. Soulja Boy can't teach anything except probably how to like roll some weed, because that's all he's done for the past 7.
That's because every time when Soulja Boy streaming, he only stream when he beefing with somebody and he want to talk about him. He don't have no super stream content like that. Like what he be doing and how lit he is and all. He don't be doing all that. He get on stream to beef and talk about people.
7-8 years on stream and blow out the audio. I know you guys know what clip I'm talking about. And then we have a rapper that denied Streamer University, and that is Polo G.
I don't even be on Instagram. Oh, they have another Streamer University this year? They is? I ain't gonna go to that one. I'll probably go to another one next year.
Yeah, he did.
I'm still an upcoming streamer. Man, I'm not going to Streamer U, man. I'm trying to be nice to y'all whereas next year. I'm not doing that, man. You see, I got that's a little AMP stick on my door. I put for the. I'm trying to see the video. I'm trying to get like Big Bro and them. I'm trying to get like Big Bro and them over there. Have me and Squad take a picture like that. We the top streaming group. I don't know what we gonna be called, but We could be TTG. They AMG, we TTG. Bro, no. Bro, I got 160 viewers because I'm a up-and-coming streamer. First off, get off my please and thank you. And it's NBA Live. People watching the game, man. I can't compete with that right now. Calm down, bleed. For them grade, my get busting around like 9 o'clock.
So Polo G currently, he's got a poster of AMP, like he said, and to his 160 viewers, he said, like, listen, y'all, I'm not going to Streamer University. I got 160 people in here. So you can see some maturity, a level of understanding from Polo G where he's like, yo, I'm not in competition, or I cannot compete with these other streamers right now. I'm still getting my feet wet with this. But what I have to ask myself is, why is Polo G streaming? Like I said, Finesse 2 Times, Soulja Boy, those guys, they can... Finesse 2 Times a little bit more so. Finesse 2 Times, I would say, is a better streamer than Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy can't keep my attention on stream. It's just not happening. Finesse 2 Times, on the other hand, he's a little bit better. And if we're talking about Blueface, he's better than all three of these guys. But with Polo G is better at music than Blueface, Finesse 2 Times, and Soulja Boy combined. Yet Polo G is just trying to be a regular entertainer. But Polo G's not that entertaining unless it has to do with music. And Polo G is one of the early people that showed love to streamers, to be fair, especially to Kai Cenat. And they've got a strong bond. And I like that he's self-aware and doesn't want to be at Streamer University. But I don't think he has the chops to make it as a streamer because, like, what is he doing? Just casually replying to stuff? The reason why people know about Polo G or like Polo G.
I think Polo G could do it. It's just that it got to be a comfortable enough setting for him to do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be streaming and you around some gangster activity going on. You don't want that gangster activity caught on the stream. You know what I'm saying? So it's different strokes for different folk.
OG at all is because of his music. He's a great rapper, makes great music, and it's like every hour that he's spending on stream is an hour that he's not spending making music. So the only thing that would make sense for a Polo G is to put them together, and that would get him some motion. Like, for example, Lil TJ, I think what Lil TJ is doing right now is great. Like, Lil TJ's not streaming, but he's in these kind of beefs with the streamers. I don't think what he did with Offset was great, but he's in these beefs with like Aiden Ross and these other guys and Kai, and he's leveraging the attention that they get and dropping tracks like that Janice STFU remix, which was a good remix. I like that song. So it's enough to get our attention because it's talking about people we care about following and seeing what they got going on in their lives. And it's music, which is good for TJ's career. And TJ's, I think he's independent now, or he got dropped. Something happened in that regard. That's something that Polo G could incorporate. And I'm not saying he needs to beef with streamers, but if he's streaming his process of recording and making music, that would hit the spot. I think, and we get to see his creative process. He gets to build more of a core that also cares about his music. So these things are feeding each other. Whereas right now he has them separate and it just doesn't work. I don't think it works out well for him. So these are the 3 rappers so far that we've seen that are trying to get into Streamer University. Sean Cotton actually had something to say about these types of rappers.
Don't do it. Don't look. Rap, and this is no hate to Kai Cenat, right? This is why rap is dying. Don't do it. Kai Cenat, he just launched Streamer University. Everybody's trying to get in, and I get it. It's a huge platform. No hate to Kai Cenat. Genius. He's amazing at what he does. He's made a fortune off of what he does. Rappers, don't do it. This is why rap is dying. Because everybody is cashing out. Everybody is selling their soul. Everybody is giving into stuff that they really don't want to do, but they have to do it because of rap, because rap is too slow.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't go that far and say all that, but what I will say this. They making a whole lot of money off them GTA servers, though. I ain't gonna lie, when that GTA 6 drop, I need me a server, man. Hey, y'all DM me on Instagram, somebody hit boot up. Let me know how you make one of them GTA servers. I'm gonna need one of them when GTA 6 drop. I'm talking about, man, them GTA servers, they be making a lot of money because everything in there costs, and people be paying that bread for them. So I'm trying to get me one of those. Or y'all come play GTA on the hip hop Buddha server. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, man, if the music ain't fun, man, people gotta eat. If you a hustler, you gonna hustle. You know how to get some money, you gonna go get some money. That's the game. That's what you got to do.
Don't do it. Y'all look like losers. I'm seeing all these street guys. Tag Kai Cenat. The same people, the same genre who used to hate on bloggers, hate on streamers. Now everybody wants to get in. Don't do it. It's a ceiling. You're gonna hurt your rap career. You do it, your rap career is over. Over.
Nah, that ain't true. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Because I ain't gonna lie, I think people like Blueface Streams way more than they like him rapping. I ain't gonna lie, so I can't say that. It might help. It depend on where you at in your rap career. It could help you. It could hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
It's maybe 2 or 3 rappers that could get in Streamer University and it benefit them because they kind of already built their foundation. Finesse 2 Times is one of them. He can get in Streamer University, make something go off. People love him. He's a character. He's already a solidified rapper. He's not a new rapper trying to make a name. He gets shows. He has the foundation. It's not too many else that could really get in. A lot of y'all look like losers now. A lot of y'all look like hypocrites.
And academics disagreed with this and actually made a point that I gave 3 years ago.
So part of the way that rappers use to captivate audience is either by mystique or this cool factor where you feel like they're the coolest person in the room. I don't think that exists anymore. I think the majority of the internet look at rappers as lame. You have the Atlanta Rats. You have every rapper who you thought was cool. You're seeing mad, like, just hypocritical or crazy happening to them. And I think people are, like, they're not cool anymore. Now, granted, if they do a show, of course, like, the show's going to be popping. But, like, celebrity-wise, I've been doing this watch. Most rappers don't go live on Instagram no more because they all have wild either fake Instagram numbers or Instagram numbers that have been dead. These guys don't even pull 5K no more watching them. I used to watch these guys and sometimes they're like 20K watching them. Yo, there's a handful of rappers that could go live on their Instagram.
I'm willing to go as far as to say that the only rappers that are seen as cool right now are the rappers that the streamers love. Think about what rappers are seen as cool. Youngboy. You've got people like 6ix9ine now, but I'll get into that a little bit. It's not just his music. You've got Youngboy and you've got Cardi. What rappers do streamers love? Youngboy and Cardi. You've got like that dude Cuff'em. He loves Youngboy. Academics pushes Youngboy heavy, has been pushing him for years. And all the new young streamers, they all love Youngboy. And same thing with Cardi. And even Cardi understood the power of these streamers. Like you got Young Dabo, that guy's in love with Cardi. You had, even on a smaller scale, you had people like Bob Lamb that were really into Cardi. And they pushed these streamers, or the streamers pushed these artists up. And when you really saw the power shift and tip is when you saw Cardi show up to Aiden Ross's stream when he finessed him that one time. And Cardi probably thought he was going to get away with it and it was all good, but he felt the power of the audience and they weren't like, yo, Cardi's cool for that. They were like, yo, you're lame for that. And he kind of apologized, but he tried to patch things up. And that was the tipping point. And the reason why I was able to, despite getting clowned 3 years ago, saying that streamers are the new rappers is because this is a youth sport. Rapping is a youth sport. Yes, there are older rappers and there are older people that listen to rappers, but how often is a 35-plus-year-old listening and actively following and engaging with a new young rapper? Almost never. So if the rapper that they were listening to when they were younger is putting out new music, yeah, they'll listen to that. They'll check out those albums. But to keep up with newer rappers, it's very unlikely unless they're very, very tapped into music. People just go through different phases in life. So if it's a youth sport, what is dominating the youth's attention? Streamers were dominating the youth's attention. I saw this in real time. I'm like, yo, all these kids, their topic of conversation in 2017, 2018, 2019 was, yo, what's Lil Pump doing? Yo, do you see them clowning J. Cole? Yo, what's Smoke Perp doing? That was the topic of conversation. And then it shifted. Post 2020, it became, well, I would say 2022 is when it really started to ramp up. And that's when I made my prediction that, yo, this rapping stuff, it's dead. Is You had them talking about Aiden Ross. You had them talking about Kai Cenat. You had them talking about speed. And then it grew and grew. And now the dominant conversation on top of the platform. So TikTok just made it so, oh yeah, that's that song that's on TikTok versus we care about the artist. So now, funny enough, you kind of got to be a Pitbull, or a Jason Derulo, or Jason Derulo doesn't rap, but you got to be like a Pitbull / Flow Rider. The modern Pitbull / Flow Rider, the people that can make hits and attach them to some sort of a trend, they would boom. The new young artist that does that, they would. And because they're not trying to rely on a fan base. Like these guys, they don't really have fan bases. Yes, people will show up to a Flow Rider show because he has a bunch of hits and they love those hits, but they're not like, yo, what's Flow Rider doing? Is he working in the studio? Does he got a new tape coming out? Completely different type of artist. They will do that for a Lil Uzi Vert though, but Lil Uzi Vert doesn't have hits as big as a Flow Rider or a Pitbull. And that's the new time that we're in. So it's not even in like, I think Sean Cotton's just really, really tapped into rap. So he thinks that rappers can become cool again. But unless the majority of streamers are co-signing a rapper.
No, Sean Cotton, he just be seeing stuff the way that he sees stuff. But you got to look at it as a whole. Like, if you going to be a rapper and you going to go on Streamer University, that old song that you been sitting on, or that old song that you ain't never put out yet, drop it on the stream. I don't understand rappers that ain't doing that. You streaming, but you ain't dropping no music. If you a rapper and you streaming and you ain't dropping no music, you done lost your mind.
That rapper will never be cool to a broad audience because streamers are what control youth culture. And then whatever the youth culture is propping up as the hottest thing, that's what the older folk are, like, let's say 25 plus, are going to be like, yo, this is what all the young people are messing with. What the hell is this? Like, who is this guy? What's going on? And then they'll start paying attention to it, maybe listen to it, maybe they like it, maybe they don't. Same thing that happened with like Lil Yachty and Uzi, because all the youth were focusing on it. Then you had people like Joe Budden like, yo, what the hell is this? Or an XXXTentacion. People were like, what the hell is this? Who is this guy? I hear all the young kids talking about him. And that's streamers now, though. And with a new rapper, that hasn't happened yet. And the game has just changed now. But rappers can't just come in unless they're willing to compete at the level that a DDG is competing, which DDG was already a content creator. So it's a tough game for rappers that think that it's going to be a cakewalk to just, oh, you know, I'm famous, so I come on here and I'm going to get a bunch of attention. Because yes, you're famous, but you're famous to grown adults, like most of which are probably 27, 25 plus. 25 plus are not really watching streams. So you're trying to get into the streaming game, which is dominated by young people, because who has the time, unless they're willing to throw their entire life away, like me, and rot in a basement, to follow streams for 4 to 6 hours a day? It's going to be young kids, teens, maybe college students. And those are not your fans. Your fans are adults. So you're not even coming in with like, oh, I got an audience, so I'm going to have a base. No, you're not going to have a base. And even if you did, you would still have to compete to grow, which they're not willing to do, unfortunately for them. So really, their best bet as rappers is to make more music, work on more music, and release more music. And like I said earlier, that's what Lil TJ is doing. And I haven't been the guy that's been, clapping up for TJ consistently. I've been quite critical of him the past 2 years, but he's doing something. A lot of these rappers, they just think like, oh, okay, they haven't adapted. You got to adapt to the new music market. And music is still doing well. There are new artists coming up that are making a via streaming. And especially if you are artists that already had hits and you got dropped, oh my goodness, you should be spamming music because you've already got motion, especially on these algorithms. But we're getting into a conversation that you guys don't care about.
I feel like this. If you're a new rapper, start streaming and be previewing your music on the stream. And when your music drop, it's going to go up. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. It's your boy Buddha. I'm out.